Hello. This is the energy report for Sunday, January 22nd. So we still have that new moon energy from yesterday floating in the air, and the moon is in gate 60 as well as the sun is in gate 60. And so this energy of limitation, not only looking at how we interact with society and with external forces in this sun energy, with how we feel towards restriction or limitation. Also, how is the moon as that motivator in us? How does restriction or limitation really encourage other areas for us to grow? If we don't focus on that restriction and we just look at it as an opportunity to strengthen the other areas, something else, right? It's not meaning to restrict us. It's actually really meant for us to shift our perspective and bring our attention and bring our awareness somewhere else, somewhere where it should be focusing and growing and evolving. And so we're on the sixth line for the sun in this energy, in this gate. And so this energy of that sixth line is that role model line, right? We've had all 5 days working through all of the energy, all the different hexagram profiles. And now we have the experience, we have that wisdom, we have that elder grandmother spirit, as I've experienced in the sweat lodge today. And so the key word here is rigidity. Rigidity. The intuitive intellect to recognize when absolute rigidity is essential, but with innovative applications to lessen the severity. A fixed energy that is unusual in its capacity for the restraint. The dogmatic, principled, and carefully reasoned understanding that it's uncompromising in its severity, and it's often coldly brutal in operation. And uncompromising in severe acceptance of restraint. So uncompromising that the restraint may become unbearable and lead to chronic depression. And so, like I said, looking at this and not focusing on our restraints, that's not why they're here. The universe isn't ever doing anything to punish us. It is doing it so that we bring our attention somewhere else, so that we reshift our focus, so that we can really truly learn how to be balanced. I truly believe how to make sure that we're not being dependent on one area of our life more than another. And this is our own dependency, right? And making sure that we're becoming well-rounded, that we are focusing and looking at all the different sorts of shadow energy work, things that need to happen, especially as we're coming into this next big shift, as we're coming into this next era. How can we make sure that we are the enlightened beings that we're striving to be? And that's going to come from looking at our shadows and bringing more light to that. We can look at expansion. We can call in on gate 56, looking at in our throat center, right? Really being able to manifest with this energy and making sure that we are not limited, right? We're not getting stuck in our limitations. It's an opportunity to expand. To master the energy of expansion is the ability to share stories and inspirations that stimulate expansive and possibility-oriented thinking in others for the sake of simulating powerful emotional energy that recreates the evolution and growth. And so just by having the conversation, just by thinking outside the box a little bit and speaking aloud to one another about these quote unquote restrictions, or giving other people a different perspective, or asking people their perspectives, right? And getting into all sorts of conversation in this way of expansiveness, even just with COVID and the pandemic, and what is the big picture here? A huge picture was looking at our health, right? Looking at what we put into our bodies and what is is actually benefiting us, right? Because should we be healthier? Could we be healthier? Could we put more natural foods in there? And that's just one perspective on what it could have been, the bigger picture. But some people got caught up in just the restriction, in just the restraint, and so focused on that, and they missed out on a beautiful opportunity to actually dive inward and to go inward and to do some of this work. And so making sure that we see as this wise sixth line, this role model walking out of this conservation, that limitations and restrictions aren't there to punish us or to stunt our growth in any way. If anything, they're just meant for us to grow a different part. And it's meant for us to look at where should we really truly be growing. Wow. And we get fairies again. And I've been shuffling this deck. And so the reminder that we are expansive, that like we literally are expansive. We come from other realms, that we have all the other realms around us supporting us, that there is other energy out there supporting, guiding, helping us shift and move along these ways. And so really honing in and tuning into that and realizing that we aren't alone. And so this card represents the realm of fairies, but also the fairy within you. It reveals the inborn ability to tap into the spirits of the mystical realm. You may find that you're enhanced with otherworldly, magical, fairy-like qualities. You may come from a long line of fairy ancestors carrying the bloodline of those ancients. Others may notice something just a bit different about you. Maybe they call you eccentric. But do you care? No. And that's how it should be. You may see, hear, and know things that others do not. Administrating healing energy may be your talent. There is a twinkle in your eye. These are the eyes that the fairies see and communicate with the other elementals. You work with the heavenly as well as the earthly spirits. You are a gifted person, intuitive and capable of easily channeling the spirits and energies of the universe. Remember to always use this power for your highest good. Always ask that you be guided in its use and that no one comes to harm when you administer it. Remember to keep your ego out of your spiritual work, and therefore lies the downfall. Give yourself credit where credit is due. Spirit does the work. And so as we are sitting here in this realm of expansiveness, realizing that the more we talk, the more we think, the more we are within these different possibilities and in that state of curiosity and wonder, the more we're actually just creating it. And it's through that talking, right, that we manifest it. And so that reminder of how powerful you truly are. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please like this video down below. Feel free to share with anybody who would resonate with these daily messages. And if you would like to collaborate or work personally one-on-one or even just have a chat, please send me an email to Christine@essentialstrong.com. Sending you all much love.